He's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll run here with Balazs. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balazs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And oh, it's blocked. And the Titans pick it up. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week, 4 turnovers, Charles, so this is a bad trend. And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better, and when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second down now. It's Henry, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mariota hands to Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack him because right now they're probably...
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Let's go.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start with a give here to Balazs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
54, right there, 54.
Throwing on second down. Rosen. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now it's Rosen looking. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Pull it together.
Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give Henry another shot. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
Mike, right there in the middle. Delta. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take the wins home. Smooth. Check right, 54. Cut.
From the gun, it's Rosen. His throw incomplete. Devontae Parker unable to hang on, and now it's third down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Rosen will throw. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll get 34 yards there.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Let's go, D.
They go play action. It's Rosen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Rosen. It's Williams on the catch. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Rosen to throw. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Miami. Preston Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2. Again, it's Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On On second down, here's Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On third down, Henry. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Check. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. From the 44, Mariota. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41.
64, weak.
Mariota gives to Henry. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Derrick Henry. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Check 13, check 13. Where are they, team? Check.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 24-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down, it's Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now it's Henry. And they'll get this down to the 10. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Hatchet, protein spell. Orbit.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
It's a wrap.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I got one. Hey, quarter. 55, Mike, 55. Here we go. Mike, 55.
Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll try the right side with Henry. Room here to run. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. To throw Mariota. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Rosen on first down. Going deep here for Parker. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, one set. Check right 54.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. And he's going to go down again. Jarrell Casey. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On first down, Henry. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
6 man. Check.
Again, it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns has got him in the lead. Elliott Good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
40, Dolphins 12.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Flush to his right. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Rosen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
They still playing soccer. Hey, Delta. Mike 50, Mike 50. I know he ain't got it. Mike's 50. Mike, here we go.
Now it's Rosen. Looking for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Now Rosen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They'll run it again with Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw is Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Balaj. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Open man is born. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Miami.
Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, check.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We're going to keep getting sacks. 5. 50. Here we go.
To try again after the sack. Rosen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
You better be ready.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Rosen looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Next to score, Titans 54, Dolphins 18.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Monday. Mike 55, Mike 55. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They run it with Balaj. And an alley to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
I got you. I got you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Amari Hooker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They find some open field here, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Where are they, team? Switch. He's checking. Crap. Topper.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves them with options here on 2nd and just a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Henry running right. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Pops, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds
When we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental.
Are you ready?
Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the